Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Preparations for International School Games 2024 reviewed. 771 housing units to be built in Salman and Khalifa towns. Bahrain issued safety warning as rain continues. Saudi launched digital ID for expatriates' family members. UAE's unemployment insurance scheme comes into effect. News in detail. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister chaired the weekly cabinet meeting. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, yesterday chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Gudaibiya Palace. The cabinet congratulated His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, on the 26th anniversary of the National Guard's founding. The cabinet highlighted the role played by the National Guard in safeguarding the kingdom and its efficiency in carrying out its duties. The cabinet noted the well-organized and widely attended celebrations to celebrate the kingdom's national days. The cabinet also thanked the kingdom's citizens and residents who attended and noted their responsible behavior, which contributed to the event's success. The cabinet commended the efforts of the concerned authorities led by the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Municipalities and Agricultural Affairs, the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Information Affairs, which contributed to the success of the New Year's Eve events. The cabinet condemned the armed terrorist attack that targeted a security checkpoint in Ismailia Governorate, northeast Egypt. The cabinet expressed its sincere condolences to the government, the Egyptian people, and the families of the deceased and wished those injured a speedy recovery. The cabinet discussed several memorandums during the meeting. Preparations for International School Games 2024 reviewed. Education Minister Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Juma held a meeting with the Executive Committee in charge of the International School Games, led by its chairman Ishaq Abdullah Ishaq, which will be held under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Up to 5,000 students from 80 countries worldwide will participate in the sports tournament, which will be organized in October 2024 in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Dr. Juma said that the ministry has harnessed all efforts to ensure the success of the competition. He said that the follow-up of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to the government's efforts and initiatives to enhance schools' performance supported the development of the educational sector in Bahrain. He praised the directives of His Majesty, the King's Representative for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, Supreme Council for Youth and Sports Chairman, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the support of Supreme Council for Youth and Sports First Deputy Chairman, General Sports Authority Chairman and Bahrain Olympic Committee President, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. Parliamentary Committee held its 8th meeting discussing Government Action Plan. The Parliamentary Committee in charge of studying the Government Action Plan 2023-2026 held its 8th regular meeting under the chairmanship of Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Ahmad bin Salman Al Musallam, in the presence of MP Abdul Nabi Salman Ahmad, the first Deputy Speaker of the Council of Representatives, and members of the committee. The Speaker of the Council of Representatives affirmed that the government program includes the guidelines for the upcoming 4 years as a general political document. The plan is also an implementation of the royal address delivered in the opening of the first session of the 6th legislative term. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa directed to continue the government efforts in implementing the economic recovery plan and financial balance programs. LMRA conducted joint inspection campaigns in northern and southern governorates. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted inspection campaigns in the northern and southern governorates in coordination with the Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs and the governorates' respective police directorates. The campaigns resulted in reporting several violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The reported cases were referred for legal action. LMRA stressed its commitment to report violations through an intensive inspection plan in coordination with the relevant government entities. 771 housing units to be built in Salman and Khalifa towns. Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amina bint Ahmad Al Rumaihi, affirmed that the ministry offered 3 lots for the implementation of 771 housing units and apartments within the Government in Land Development Right program. in partnership with the private sector for the bidding system in the government land investment platform. The project included 131 housing units and 360 apartments in Salwan town, in addition to 280 housing units in Khalifa town. Al-Rumahi reviewed the details of the projects as she indicated that the first land in Salwan town will be developed to implement 131 housing units on an area of 25,000 square meters, and 3 other lands will be developed in the town to provide 360 apartments in an area of 25,000 square meters as well. Export Bahrain successfully concluded its participation in Autumn Fair 2022. Export Bahrain has successfully concluded its participation in the 33rd edition of the Autumn Fair, which was held from the 22nd to the 30th December 2022 at the new exhibition World Bahrain, with positive results and remarkable achievements, with a pavilion featuring the participation of 30 Bahrain-based businesses. Over the course of 9 days, Export Bahrain's pavilion garnered significant interest and was highly received by more than 160,000 visitors due to its wide array of exhibited products of national origin, ranging from handbags, food and beverages, apparel, cosmetics, essential oils, glass products, perfumes, accessories, hygienic supplies, handicraft arts, and much more, with an astounding value of over $150,000 of sold products. The Autumn Fair brought together interested buyers from all over the world under one roof, mainly from Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, India, Pakistan, and many more countries. The large number of visitors has resulted in B2B meetings between Export Bahrain's clients and the interested buyers, paving the way for future deal facilitation. Bahrain issued safety warning as rain continues. Scattered rain across Bahrain is expected throughout this week, and motorists have been urged to slow down, keep a safe distance from the car in front of them, and stop carrying across lanes with hazard lights blazing. The General Traffic Directorate also called upon drivers to strictly follow the speed limits in the hazardous conditions, as stopping times differ on slippery surfaces. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 38 85 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Saudi launched digital ID for expatriates' family members. The Director General of Passports has launched the Digital Identity Service for family members of expatriates. It's available through the Ministry of Interior's electronic platform, Abshar Afrad. The new service helps expatriates review the digital ID of their family members, as well as view its data and use it, and keep a copy of it for reference when it is required. The Jawasat stated that the photo of the digital ID of expatriates' family members submitted through the Abshar Afrad enables its holder to carry it and show it upon request from the part of the security officials anywhere within the kingdom, and the holder does not need to carry a printed version of the ID. Qatar announced a new travel rule for passengers from China. Qatar on Sunday, January 1st, announced a new travel requirement for all travelers coming from China into the Gulf country. The Ministry of Public Health in Qatar released a statement saying that from 6 p.m. on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, all passengers from China must submit a negative COVID-19 PCR test result at the check-in counter. The PCR test must be taken within 48 hours of the departure. This rule applied to all passengers from China, regardless of their vaccination status. It is a temporary measure, says the ministry, to safeguard passengers against the virus. Since China is currently experiencing a COVID wave, the ministry website also lists the general policies in place with regards to COVID-19 in travel to Qatar. UAE's unemployment insurance scheme comes into effect. The UAE's new unemployment insurance scheme for Emirati and foreign employees in the public and private sectors comes into effect on January 1st, 2023. The social security program, called the Involuntary Loss of Employment Insurance Scheme, will pay Emiratis and residents a cash sum of 3 months if they lose their jobs. First announced in May, it aims to provide a decent life for workers in the UAE until they find another job. According to the program's website, the insurance pool, which is represented by Dubai Insurance, is responsible for providing the service. The Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization has signed an agreement with 9 local insurance companies to operate and fund the scheme. In field of science, India found place among top 10 nations, said India's Prime Minister at key event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday addressed the 108th Indian Science Congress via video conferencing. During his address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the increasing participation of women in extramural research and development. According to the Prime Minister, the efforts of science can turn into significant achievements only when they reach from lab to land. Extramural research refers to the research that is funded by a source other than the university, such as by federal grants. The 5-day session is taking place at Nagpur University in Maharashtra, which is celebrating its centenary this year. The theme of this year is Science and Technology for Sustainable Development with Women Empowerment. Extramural research is the one that is funded by a source other than the university, such as by federal grants. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan, signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.